Good afternoon. Welcome to the May 28th edition of Sports on Sunset. I'm Jamie Jericho.
I'm free at last. Free at last? Thank Jeremy Paul, I'm free at last.
You just thanked yourself. The reason we're here today, within the last couple of days, there's been a rather interesting development both in terms of the news around Lance Armstrong, but also an ethical question that I think has always been intriguing to me. Lance Armstrong, it was written in USA Today, and he went on Oprah Winfrey's own network and said, yeah, okay, I finally fessed up, I did it. I did take banned substances in order to improve my cycling career. One of the things that he said was, I've got a lot of people that I need to apologize to because people went after him, said he did do it, and not only did he deny doing it, he threw them under the bus. He even sued some news outlets overseas, won the lawsuits, etc. By the way, kept the money. Yeah. Even though the fact that he won lawsuits where the accusations made against him turned out to be correct, you get the idea.
Smart.
He hasn't apologized to anybody as he said he would.
Right.
And USA Today has called him on it. In addition to that, today we have another development, the Live Strong product line, which was used as a method to get funds for the Live Strong foundation that he has. Nike will stop creating products for the Live Strong Foundation at the end of this year. Dick's Sporting Goods, which was the primary retail outlet for Live Strong products, will no longer be selling these items.
Sad.
Yeah, but it's all of this ties into the very interesting ethical dilemma about seeking forgiveness when you do things that are foul. Now, you and I are of different religious backgrounds, to say the least. I'm curious what, for me, this brings up a bunch of different ideas. Forgiveness and seeking forgiveness for the things that we do wrong is good for the soul, the way I was raised and what I choose to believe. You, on the other hand, not believing in a deity, might have different ideas on this. Where does forgiveness for the things that you do wrong rank?
Forgiveness for the things that I do wrong or for him?
Both.
Well,
like for example, I'm sure there are things that you've done despite your sense of humor and whatever about things that you claim that you would like to do. Those are jokes. You're not necessarily looking to do those things.
Yeah, who wants to kill an entire country?
Right, exactly. So with that said, though, I'm basically saying that on some level there are things that you have done that you've regretted, would like to seek forgiveness for or redemption for. With that said, you're not necessarily doing it on behalf of a God. You're not necessarily, walk me through this. Walk me through a typical atheist or agnostic's belief system with regards to forgiveness.
If the person that you need to be forgiven for, needs to be forgiven from, doesn't want to give you forgiveness, there's nothing you can do but say you're sorry.
Right.
As far as that goes, that's the extent.
Okay.
Because all you're seeking forgiveness for, all anyone is seeking forgiveness for is so that they can feel better about themselves. And that's essentially what he's doing. Well, is it Lance the atheist, right? Or is he?
I have no idea.
But I forgot. It was one of the cyclists that is. I can't remember which one. But as far as he goes, I'm assuming he's asked for forgiveness for at least like some people in his personal life. Not so much the people that he's wrong professionally, but the people in his private life that he lied to.
Well, we're running into a bit of a gray area there. For the vast majority of the people that were listed in the USA Today story, or at least the primary ones, I should say, listed in the USA Today story, Lance Armstrong went out of his way to harm them for making the accusations that he took performance-enhancing drugs. So it's one thing to say, you know what, I turned over a new leaf and I'm sorry. we're now talking about the potential for lawsuits. And it's one thing to go on Oprah Winfrey and say, you know what, I have done this, and that already puts him potentially at risk for lawsuits. But if I'm Lance Armstrong and you're one of the people that I have harmed for trying to call out my misdeeds, if I say, look, you were right, I was wrong, I am sorry, that bolsters your legal case.
True, and that's pretty much why he hasn't done it.
Right.
The other thing I think should be noted is that these people that he harmed actually harmed him first.
How so?
By pointing out that he was cheating, which led to the domino effect of him losing basically everything.
But the fact of the matter is that yes, they harmed him, but
so he felt like to harm them back.
Okay, well,
eye for an eye. It's stupid, but it's wrong and it's stupid to cheat, get caught, get exposed, and then harm the people that expose you as retribution, and then you can't really seek forgiveness.
Because for clarity's sake, I mean, assume it's not Lance Armstrong. Assume, for example, that you're running around and you want to stab somebody, right? You stab somebody over there, and I see you running towards that person, I tackle you.
Right.
That's like saying that I am physically wrong for tackling you, and you stab me because I'm wrong.
Right. That's exactly what he said.
Okay, because that's an illogical reason.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what he's doing is illogical.
Looking for clarity's sake on that. The other ethical problem that comes up with this is that sure, Lance Armstrong could be easily targeted for suits. There are larger things at play. We don't know how much good, if any good, the Livestrong Foundation has accomplished. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it uses Lance Armstrong's name only. I don't know the interworkings of that foundation enough.
They raise money through using his name.
Yeah, but it is still quote unquote his. If the organization is corrupt, I could see lawsuits happening, and you totally destroy the organization.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if it only uses Lance Armstrong's name only as a figurehead. They, however, could still be sued because of that connection with Lance Armstrong. The only reason it exists is Lance Armstrong. Lawsuits could, in theory, harm cancer patients in the future.
Exactly, and it will.
So what are we looking at here? Because the way I see it, on a moral level, I don't have an easy solution to this. My initial moral gut reaction, if I were physically transported into Lance Armstrong's body right now, my gut tells me I need to seek out these people and admit my wrongdoing and apologize for the betterment of my own soul.
Well, my gut would tell me lawyer up, because he's going to be in court for a very long time. Everyone that was probably listed in that article. And
I admit it's easy for me to say that.
Yeah.
I do admit that part.
But everyone that's listed in that article, people that are going to come out the woodwork, random cheating, other cyclists are going to come forward like he harmed my earning potential. By me, had I won the Tour de France, I would have earned more in endorsements. He harmed my earning potential. That could happen. A lot of people are about to sue the shit out of him if they aren't already, and that is a problem that he will have to deal with for the rest of his life, and probably beyond. They're probably going to sue his estate if there's anything left.
Well, what would your solution have been if you were in Lance Armstrong's?
If I was in
if you were in his banana seat.
If I was in his one nutted body, I would first off, I would have apologized as soon as I knew I was done. Like after the fifth, I think they started raising questions after the third or fifth Tour de France. Like he's cheating. I would have stopped cycling after that, because just winning it 2 or 3 more times is rubbing it in. Like, yeah, everybody's cheating, but I'm still gonna win. If everybody's cheating, stop. Just stop what you're doing. It's not worth risking your body. That's number one. Number two, after 7 and retiring, I would not have been threatening to come back and try to go for an 8 because he actually did that. So that's throwing it in their face even more. Number 3, after it was well publicized and all my teammates came forward and everybody else came forward and like, hey, these are the syringes he used. If it comes to that, come clean immediately. Like, yes, I cheated, but so did the other people that came first to 10th. Everyone cheated that came first to 10. We all cheated. That's why none of us deserve to win.
Where is my ethical argument wrong? Because look, I'm the first to tell you.
Well,
there is an element of saying yes, it is for the betterment of my own soul. But with that said, I mean, Jose Canseco is not necessarily looked at as a hero, but you could make the argument that Major League Baseball is better off for having had all this brought to light.
Well, it's better off, but it's still not stopping anything.
No.
Like, Tour de France cyclists are still cheating. They're still out there cheating. Not just Lance Armstrong. The people today are still cheating. People are still getting caught, and they're still being tested, and they're still cheating. People in baseball are still cheating.
Put aside my belief in a benevolent, omnipotent deity for a moment.
Okay.
Because as we said, we're from different.
Don't forget omniscient.
Yeah. Well, again, put that to the side. The point I'm getting at is, where is my argument for seeking forgiveness incorrect? Aside from the faith aspect of it.
Where is it incorrect?
Yeah.
It's not. If you wrong somebody, seek their forgiveness. If they refuse to forgive you, move on.
Okay. With that said, I
have a feeling these people that he's wronged aren't going to forgive him ever. So it's probably not worth him to seek their forgiveness. It's probably not worth it to him to seek their forgiveness because he already knows they're going to say, man, fuck you, see you in court.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. For me, the exercise is good for the soul.
Yeah. Well, how many times can you take, fuck you, see you in court?
Well, in the New Testament, there's you've read the Bible too. You know darn well, seek forgiveness or offer absolution 7 times, 70 times, etc. But
so,
in other words, translation infinite. Okay, it's not 490 times. But
how many times could you take it?
How many times?
Yeah. How many times could you walk up to somebody's door like different? Hey, look, I'm sorry that I sued you and won. I'm not giving back the money, but I'm sorry. Fuck you, see you in court. How many times did you take that?
Yeah. No, trust me. First of all, I know me. I wouldn't get myself that. I've done some pretty messed up things, but even I wouldn't get that deep into it, all right? Dude, I wouldn't. You know me better. I've done some jacked up stuff, but I wouldn't go that deep.
So, 4 or 5 times?
Well, that's the thing. I wouldn't go that deep. I wouldn't sue that many people to allegedly steal my name when I've gone that foul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know.
This is what he has to do.
I know.
So, I mean,
you are
put yourself in his shoes.
You are so effed.
Exactly. Put yourself in his shoes. Would you start apologizing?
I wouldn't be in that situation.
Exactly. What I'm saying, if you're in his shoes, how many people deep would you go?
Oh,
it was like, you know what? Fuck this.
You know what? I know me well enough to know with my Irish Catholic upbringing, I would go to all of them.
Really?
But that's the thing. We're in Irish Catholicism. We enjoy punishment.
You would have to.
Yeah. Why don't you tell them what's on your mind, dude?
What's on my mind? Funny enough, I was walking here. I was at my city day job this morning, and I was watching the news, and a name came up on the screen. Seems that somebody got another job. Norv Turner is coaching another team, the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Norv Turner, by the way.
Offensive coordinator.
Yeah. But congratulations to Norv Turner, and by extension, his brother Ron Turner, because congratulations to the Turner family. They've done so much for football. Coaching teams and not winning anything ever. And Norv Turner took over from Marty Schottenheimer in San Diego, did worse than Marty Schottenheimer over the course of a few years. Ron Turner, of course, ran the Bears, Illinois program into the ground with their shitty coaching and offensive coordinating. What I'm saying here is this: how the fuck does Norv Turner keep getting jobs? How does anyone in the Turner family work anywhere? They should be allowed to work at Taco Bell, let alone a football game. Does Norv Turner have pictures of a person fucking a goat in the NFL somewhere?
He has a couple of rings with the Dallas Cowboys.
He does?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Offensive coordinator.
Jimmy Johnson?
I believe it was the Switzer era.
Oh! Who they beat? Was that the Buffalo Bills again?
Might have been the Pittsburgh Steelers with Neil O'Donnell, the quarterback.
That is so... Look, people in NFL, please stop hiring Norv Turner for anything. His offensive schemes suck. He can run apparently Barry Switzer's fucking organization, his office coordinator stuff into perfection, but he's not working for Barry Switzer. He's working for somebody that has no success at all. Barry Switzer, by the way, passed on Barry Sanders, so fuck Barry Switzer. He doesn't know shit about football. What I will say is this, again, I'd like to see the pictures that Norv Turner has of everyone in football, apparently, because he has pictures of somebody fucking a dead kid, or a goat, or raping a cat somewhere. There's got to be him. He's got to have pictures of somebody fucking his wife over and over again. There's got to be some reason why Norv Turner keeps getting work, and people like Lovie Smith.
Dead kid, huh?
Yeah, currently out of work. I don't want Lovie Smith ever coaching anywhere near a Chicago team ever again, but he deserves another shot. He at least made a Super Bowl coaching the team. And, Ron Turner, burn in whatever firewood lake you believe in. Fucking horrible fucking Turner family. I hope you all fall down a flight of steps.
Guys, I was going through one of my favorite guilty pleasures this morning, TMZ.
Oh, I thought you were going to say donuts.
No, that's your guilty pleasure, Homer. It saddens me when people have a truly broken heart sometimes. But it also saddens me to see masculinity drain away. At which point I say, Eric Dickerson and Keyshawn Johnson had the exact wrong approach with regards to what happened in their Tony neighborhood when Justin Bieber almost ran them over with a Ferrari this morning. Guys, look, here's what my friends did to me when I was brokenhearted over a girl named Megan. They took me down to Tijuana. They did not hook me up with any prostitutes, no. But what they did was they got me blind, stinking drunk, slapped me silly, and said, "Where are your balls?" Which is exactly what you should be doing with Justin Bieber. You shouldn't be going to Twitter, Eric Dickerson, and telling Justin Bieber to slow the fuck down. Keyshawn Johnson grew up in South Central. Instead of beating the living shit out of this corn nut crooner, gets into a Prius and tries to chase down the kid in the Ferrari. A Prius. What in the blue hell makes you think you're going to A, catch him in a Prius, and B, actually think you're more masculine for having driven a Prius? I'm the first to tell you. I'm not saying this because I hate Justin Bieber, although I hear a lot of Bieber jokes in comedy. I don't have Bieber material, right? But I do know when somebody needs an ass whooping. And right now, it's this kid. Why? Because Selena Gomez is very attractive. But there are so many broads out there. We're in California. Do you know even Selena Gomez doesn't even count for 1/20 millionth of the number of Mexican chicks in this state.
Some of which are named Selena Gomez.
Exactly. Ain't no girl irreplaceable. None. Not even a Disney chick. She has a nice butt. She's 20. I keep having to remind myself that every time I see your damn photo. The point I'm getting at is this, Keyshawn. You don't chase him around in a Prius. You know where he lives. Wait till he gets home and punch his teeth through the back of his face.
House of Bar, South Central.
Eric Dickerson, you so disappoint me. Just because you ran out of bounds during your career doesn't mean you run out of the way when Justin Bieber approaches.